Right. Thursday, 7th of November. Um, Election day was very nice and fun yesterday. I had fun. Had a few whiskeys, little cigar. Let all the froth and euphoria build over. Um, right now, the only thing I'm looking at for a trade is this Stuber. This orange line is the previous all-time high swing, just by the way. So we do have a daily candle close above that. Very, very nice. Um, I think at this stage it's time to put your buy the dip hat on. Um, I'm not really personally looking for too many shorts. Like obviously, if something lines up like this wick and then this close above the daily open, you can short that. Like it's fine. Not completely banning the short button, but I think you should be leaning longs and you should probably put your blue sky breakout bull cap on. Like I said, I'll if this does sweep here, I'll look for a long because I'm actually not in a position yet because I just didn't really trade the news and everything like that. But if you're feeling the FOMO, one thing that I would advise you to do is to just go set alerts on charts. So, for example, like if you want to get in a soul trade, um, let's just let this load. If you want to get a soul trade, just I don't know, alert on the daily open, or say you use the bands, alert on the bands. Maybe there's a demand zone there, or what I've been doing is I've been putting alerts on the November Open. So a lot of coins have gained their November Open. For example, Ponky's won, and the daily looks quite good. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a retest August weekly open or November. So I've just put an alert. I'm gonna wait, see the price action. Might go down to August. I'll probably put actually another alert 467 as well. So yeah, yesterday I was just putting orders in because if you feel like getting FOMO, just set some orders and let the trades come to you. Don't don't rush into anything. Um, let's see. I think did I put an alert on Dodge? Dodge is fading its daily open right now. Like I said, I'll probably put an alert maybe around 1785, 178. Sorry, and then 162. Just if we do get any retraces, just obviously we've had a nice frothy euphoric move. We do have FOMC today, so um, usually I don't trade on FOMC. It's like one day of the month that I never trade on. Um, but yeah, like if you see a trade, don't be scared to take it just because it's FOMC. Usually I just let them run. I just let it go. There's no point in trading irrationally or getting wicked out on a Darth Maul wick. Because like even like in hindsight, okay, the U.S. election probably was like I thought Trump was going to win, but it really could have gone either way. It could have dragged on for a few days. We could have had crazy wicks to either side. So if you did like enter a long, it should have been probably the day before the election, a long or a short. Um, or you're just a really good scalper and you know what you're doing, which is fine also. But yeah, I've got so I've I won't show you my alerts right now. I might do a little roundup at the end of the stream of just where my alerts are. Um, yeah, also, if you haven't got your spot bags to exactly where you want them to be, any next pullback, or even now, to be honest, where Bitcoin dominance is still going up. Let me go to Bitcoin dominance. It's still going up, and it's probably going to break down at some point soon. You should be looking to just get them to exactly where you want them to be. Say you've got still a bit of capital or dry powder left over that you've been waiting, which is you should do, and it's a smart thing to do. I'll be looking to inject that in because Bitcoin dominance actually had a little downturn. Let me turn off these bands. Um, very interesting. I still think this actually, it could be signs of a first break. But yeah, obviously this is still going up, so Bitcoin's going to go first. We all know that. But let's look at ETH Bitcoin. Showing signs of life. Showing signs of life. That's nice to see. Very nice to see, actually. So yeah, what am I watching at the moment? Let me turn these bands back on. Like I said, Ponky, these two opens, it does look like it's curling over a little bit when supply zone, but you know, I've got my long cap on, so anything is probably a long for me. We are getting very over. I don't really know what you call retail stablecoin demand when it gets into a high area, but retail stablecoin demand is very. It looks high on this chart, but it's inverted, so it's low. So retail in the market could be coming down for a retest on the weekly open, which would be fine. Popcat, where did I set my alert on Popcat? Not actually sure, but that's failing November, so we're getting a close underneath here. Let me put this on. So yeah, we're getting a sell, we're getting a hourly close under this swing, which is breaking local structure. We've also bearishly retested November. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see this test weekly open, so I'll probably just set an alert. Do we have any demand? Not much. Well, if we get there, we get there. If we don't, we don't. That's kind of the mode I'm in right now. I'm not really jumping into anything like trying to get FOMO. 375. 37. And yeah, we'll just wait to see what happens. To be honest, on the balance of probabilities, this is just going to keep going to 80k. And what is the long short ratio at the moment? Let me just have a quick look. And go on CoinGlass. 4 hour 50-50. Shorts are coming off in short accounts since midnight, which is fine. It's probably going to happen after a pump. 55 short, 52 short. So still more shorts. Let me check MDX ALGO. Yeah, still more
On the
shorts.
dashboard is 60 short.
Yeah, that's the last 24 hours, isn't it? It is
Yeah.
tailed off a little bit, like 2.5 to 3% in the last few hours. But still lots of shorts to go liquidate. So bring 80k. That's what I'm saying. Any pullback, get me in.
How's the total? Are they going up as fast as Bitcoin, or is it
That's a good question. Let's have a little look. November 8. This did 14. What did you say? Total 1 or total 3?
total? The total, that's everything, right?
Yes, sir.
2.4. It says 2.6 on the dashboard.
Ah, let me. Oh, that's strange. 2.6 trillion global. Not sure about that. Let me just search it. Total. I mean, this should be it. It was 2.5, but yeah, it looks strong, looks good. We'll probably go for a test here and then fanny about for a little bit. But yeah, that's the extent of me. We are getting a little pullback.
BTC dominance really. No.
Yeah, taking a little dive, hasn't it? So yeah,
On
sorry?
exactly on it was exactly on daily open.
Yeah, I mean, I think we are seeing a bit of rotation into alts. I mean, yesterday actually, alts were doing really good. Everything was like 10% at least up. A lot of other things were 20 to
Mm.
25% up. So, I wouldn't be
Yeah,
surprised
and
to see this
like
bearishly retest.
some of the Solana coin was even more. It's like Ray was 30 yesterday and 10
Yeah.
more today.
Yeah, so like it's giving people a lot of confidence in
Yeah.
alts as well, which is nice to see. But um, yeah, I think Bitcoin's, you know, it could break down, but I think it's a little bit too early. Um, it's just I wouldn't be surprised to see us go up into this 63% zone before we break down. So possibly 62 here, and then if it does get really crazy here, 70%. But I'm not sure if we're going to see 70%. But yeah, this swing is definitely an area of interest. It's a 3-day supply zone. Let's just check the daily quickly. The daily's just above, but anyway. So yeah, but we could be seeing the breakdown here. It's interesting, but yeah, get your alt bagged. Get your alt bags bagged up, and then USDT dominance. Ooh, nice break. Breaking underneath Q3 and all this stuff. We probably want to see a close below here, or maybe even here. We're just on that right now, but that looks fine. It's DXY. DXY's not trading. Yo, that had a nice pump of the Trump use. That's actually looking really strong. Really, really strong. Let me just turn off my band so we can see this easier. Yeah, so we don't want to get above Q3 on the weekly. That's like a must. Because we've got a lower low from here. Lower low. Let's do a lower high. And then we'll send it into oblivion. Quickly, S&P all-time high. Trump baby, let's go. I was drinking them lefty tears last night. The BBC was in meltdown. All like proper doomsday coverage of Trump. Like honestly, all saying like because if he's got a landslide, it's going to be way worse than the first time. Because the first time he had guardrails. They literally like first time he had guardrails. Second term could be even more sinister. I'm like, oh my god, chill the fuck out, bro. Anyway, enough of that. VIX dumped, which is really good to see. I'm sure Viking's going to talk about this and be like, we need to get below here, but you know, everything's looking good for now. Everything is looking damn decent. So yeah, um, any charts, any trades anyone's looking at, and any questions, and then I'll just quickly jump on the 3 minute on my scalp, and we'll see what's cooking on the micro time frames. But yeah, yesterday very enjoyable. I've got a twin, and she was like, Kamala's probably gonna win. And I was like, you know nothing, young one. You know nothing. Check the chat quickly. Lol. I know you were saying lol to the BBC in Meltdown. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I already knew. I've read your mind. Read your bloody mind. How's the coverage in Australia been actually? They like they follow suit, don't they? I worked the whole day, missed it. Yeah, I mean, you didn't miss much, didn't you? They had some dodgy guy on giving the speech. Wait, where's my phone? Let me show you what it looks like. Chat. And then they had this woman crying.
Jack, I'll be back in a few. I have a support call.
No worries, brother. Have a good one. They had this woman crying on TV. Lots of liberals crying. Oh shit! I need to put my phone on charge. 1 second. So yeah, feel free to turn on your mics, have a little chat, put any trades you're looking at, charts you're looking at in the chat, or anything you might you're looking at to get positioned in, and we'll have a little look.
Oh, yeah, but at least I have to say hi. How
Hey
you
brother,
doing?
how's it going, man?
Not bad, not bad. You?
Yeah, good. I'm actually in a great mood after yesterday, to be honest.
Oh,
Happy days over here. Everyone's having breakdowns. So funny. Very, very
Where are
funny.
you based, Jack?
Sorry?
Where are you? What country are you living in?
So I live in London, brother.
Oh, okay. Yes, yes. I think I spoke to you before. Yeah, London. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I don't know how you can be so happy and she's living in London.
Um, well, yeah. It's very. I'm very like. I'm not the typical Londoner. I guess everyone is thinks Trump's a fascist in London. See what
Mm.
David Lammy said. We got a foreign secretary who called Trump a racist, xenophobic, Nazi KKK sympathizer. When he came
Yeah,
to
it kind of matches, right?
before he came to UK last time, and now he's the foreign secretary, and he's gonna have to sit down with him and stuff. It's so funny, man. Oh my god, ridiculous, redonkulous.
Is there any trade in ICP, Jack? I'm just looking at ICP. I know.
ICP.
Is that heading anywhere?
What are you trading on? Bybit.
Um,
Let's just use Bybit.
Bybit. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll use Bybit.
Okay. Hello. I got you.
I miss Bybit.
Oh, so you're not one of those Palau residents?
No, not at the
Sorry.
moment. I'm actually not. But I'm thinking of moving, so
Notice. Here is your reminder. Watch YouTube.
watch YouTube photos.
Here is your
Thank you, Alexa.
reminder.
Stop. Yeah. ICP. And you know those are total beginners. So you know those the red and the green. Yeah. They're on the charts. What they're showing. They're showing.
YouTube.
Thank you, Alexa. Shut up. So those red and the green, yeah,
Yeah.
those levels. What do they actually do? I mean, do they draw you to? Do they draw? Sorry, I mean it's a total beginners, like I said to you.
No worries.
Um,
So the red areas are supply areas, and the green areas are demand areas.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can also turn on. You can have. I've got it on simple at the moment. Where is it? You can also turn on advanced, and it will show you the percentage of trading volume in that specific area. So, for example, 4.94 million makes up 5% of the total volume in that area. And if you add them all up in the range, it should equal close to 100.
So that's what that people would sell at that point. If it goes there, that they're going to sell. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's already people that have sold as well. So where liquidity is, and yeah, it's just simply supply and demand. So you can use this with liquidation. So probably underneath this bit here, well, not probably, but definitely underneath this, there's probably a lot of liquidations right here. And then yeah,
And
price seems to respect these supply and demand levels very well. So for example, here we actually came up into it and made a new one. So now we've got overlapping supply zones, and actually another one here. And then we already had a demand zone here, and we've actually made another one for overlapping there through this wick. As you can see, like price is wicked into all this long liquidity, all these orders, and then bounce back up. So very, very powerful stuff. Kind of use it better than support and resistance.
Yeah, that seems to work sort of like a magnet, right?
Yeah.
For the price to go up and down and bounce off it. I mean, yeah, I'm also still testing those order blocks, and many times what I'm seeing, it doesn't actually go through. Sometimes it just touches those areas and moves to the other direction. Sometimes it goes like 50%.
Yeah.
But
usually when it's
yeah.
coming up to an order block for the first time, you'll probably always get, well, I don't want to say always, but more often than not, you're going to get a reversal the first time you touch it. So, for example, this order block was created back in March, and also probably this one, to be fair, although we bearishly retested that. Once we come up to here, you know, we're probably the first time going to get some sort of reversal, and then maybe the second time we'll break through. But they are respected a lot.
And is that the wave master? The trend, that's the wave master. Is another trend master indicator?
What, the order blocks?
No. The indicator itself. It's the MDX.
So order blocks you can find in Algo Master here, and you can also get it on AI charting tools here, supply and demand.
Yeah.
So they're in both of those. And yeah, they're even really good on low time frames. So let's go on the 3 minute of ICP. You can see there's loads. And yeah, one thing actually a lot of people in the community do, which is really, really helpful, is you can overlap two AI charting tools and actually have the 1 hour and the 4 hour supply and demand zones, because they're probably the most important, and they're also the 1 hours are quite thin sometimes, so you can get overlapping 1 hour supply or demand inside 4 hour supply and demand, and yeah, it hits. It really, really hits.
So looking at your data, how would you see it where it would flip, go back to a now it's falling, yeah. So what indications are there showing you, okay, that's where you're going to flip, a reverse and go bullish, go up?
Well, you kind of want to use it in conjunction with other faucets of price action. So, for example, let me just get. We have a 15-minute low here. Where does that come in? Okay, well, it's kind of there. So around here, we also have one here, but it's not really as significant. We are kind of testing it at the moment. I also use the bands as areas of potential reversals. So you see these purple bands.
Yeah.
A lot of the time when we get, well, right now we're actually getting it down, but once we get a wick into the band and a close above, it could be indicative of a reversal. But you can also use momentum oscillators as well.
Yeah, of course.
I would advise to just use basic price action principles with, so for example, look, if this candle closes like this, it could be indicative of a reversal just on the band theory. But yeah, you kind of just have to use price action along with supply and demand to understand where there could be some sort of reversal. You can also use swing points as well if you're scalping along with bands. Divergences. There's lots of other things that you can use in conjunction with supply and demand. I wouldn't use them just straight off the rip, like supply and demand. I'm going to buy on this supply. I'm going to buy on demand. You actually can do that, and you probably would hit maybe 40 or 50% of the time. I'm not really sure. Haven't done my own testing on it, but I would advise you to incorporate it into some sort of rule-based strategy where you're okay, we've hit the supply and demand. Now I'm looking for three out of these four things to enter a trade, and then if I do get 2, 3, 4 of these things, I'll enter a trade based on these things. Does that make any sense, or
Yeah. It does.
are you asking me what specifically I use when I look at supply and demand to enter a trade, or?
Love to hear it. Yeah, of course. I would love
Well,
to.
so my trading strategy is based around the bands and momentum. So,
So
um,
on the MDX ALGO master, can does it show the bands or?
yeah, you can get bands. So if you go to
I'm here.
bands type, and you can get combination. I actually,
Band.
for example, you can have it on Algo Master, but I actually have it on Trend Master, so I can turn it on and off because I find that if you always have it on, it can kind of
Yeah.
obscure your view sometimes. So with Algo Master, I actually have it off, and then say I'm looking for a trade or something, I'll go, okay, this is a point of interest because it's a swing low, or you know, this is another swing low or something, and then I'll turn the bands on and be like, oh, okay, this is around the demand area. Oh, there's a band coming in on this swing low, and it's September in a demand zone. Okay, this could be indicative of a potential area to long, especially if we get something on the oscillator like
Mhm.
maybe if this comes down into the oversold area, when this comes down into here, we get a wick through, a close above, then the close above along with the band, the demand zone, the momentum will probably be like, okay, bang, 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 those are my rules for a trade, I'll just enter. And then it kind of takes out, when you have like rules based on the indicators, it takes out that emotional subjective view where you're like, oh, I'm going to jump into a trade because it says this. You're like, oh, okay, I've hit all my rules, I'm going to enter the trade, and then I'm just going to leave it. I'm not really worried about what it does because it's hit the rules for me to enter a trade, so it doesn't matter what happens now because the
Mhm.
idea for the trade was right. If it goes right or wrong, it doesn't matter because the idea of it was right for me, according to my plan.
So on the oscillator at the bottom, that when you get you get yellow dots, R's, a red R, and a green R. So what does the R stand for, and the yellow dots?
So the dots just signify a trend change within the overbought or oversold areas. when the momentum's high, very high or very low. The H's are hidden. The orange H's are hidden bearish, and the blue H's are hidden bullish, and then the R's are just simply regular bullish or bearish divergences.
Okay.
But this is actually legacy momentum. This is not in Wave Master. So Wave Master, do I have a Wave Master? Probably look like this with the MACD and RSI lines.
Okay.
It kind of just comes down to which sort of momentum indicator you prefer.
Yeah, so much to learn.
Yeah, lots to learn. There's an indicator. Do you know the indicator chat where you can ask your indicator related questions as well?
Sorry?
Let me
Indicator
just.
chat.
So in this chat, could you please look at CRV? Yes, I will. Do not worry. MDX indicators. Let me tag you as well. Photos.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that chat. You can also ask your questions, and some of the team or even people in the community will answer you.
Help you, yeah.
CRV. Let's do CRV. Sorry, we didn't even look at ICP. Oh no, we did. September. This low, possibly a long.
Yeah.
You've already missed. We've missed a short. Was probably somewhere here.
Yeah. Your time frames, I mean, you trade in what time frames and how long are the on the 4 hour, what time frame do you use there? Sorry, I can't see.
I mainly use the Algo Master on the 1 hour and the 4 hour, but I pretty much trade on every time frame.
Okay.
If I'm scalping, I'll trade on the 1 minute and the 3 minute. So yes, CRV, pop the high. Let me take the bands off so we can see. Pop the high here, very important. It's currently falling below it, but being supported by the daily open. I like that we've closed the candle above all of this, especially a 4 hour. Let's just see the daily. Ooh, the daily's not looking too hot. Hold up. Need to take that off. Yeah, that daily's not looking too hot at all. I'd wait for this day to close out, and if we don't get a close above 2.6 or hopefully August, we could be seeing a little bit of a pullback. That pullback might take you to November if the trend is really strong. It could take you even deeper. See if there's any hour demand. There is some just below November. Probably if you're looking for long, I would say pay attention to the price action here. This is probably quite an important order block to gain or to lose. Conversely, if we do regain August, just long it, because that'll be your time to be like, okay, it's go time. Let's have a look at the bands. I used to trade a lot CRV, you know. Could be getting something on the 5 minute, but not too super interesting. What are you looking? Are you looking to swing? Are you looking to scalp this? Why did that just come off? I just deleted it somehow. Swing. Yeah, you could also do a fib. from here. So yeah, like I said, two options here. Actually, three options. Regain of August and go. Come down to. Let me just take a moment. Come down to this area, which was hourly supply zone. Either lose and regain November or just find support November. And then last but not least, the weekly opens around the stupid fib pocket. And the bands down there as well. So I'd say those are probably your three options if you're looking for a long, which you probably are looking for a long at this point. Looks alright though. How much was this move here? 20%. Decent. Yeah, patience. Patience must be exercised right now, guys. So yeah, like for example, what I was talking about at the start, where I was like saying, don't get FOMO, don't jump into crazy positions. Like you could have probably shorted the failure of this level, but obviously I was asleep because it was 3 a.m. I've just got an alert on November. This is also, I think it's like a previous 4-hour swing. Yeah, this is a 4-hour and a daily swing. So let me take this off right here. It's also November open, so this is significant. This little area. So all I've done is just set an alert, and then I'll see what happens if it pings. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Fine. Not bothered about it at all. Something will ping. No problem. Which South Park character is that? Is that Stan? Let's get on the 3 minutes, shall we? So, for example, Photos.
Yeah.
On this oscillator, we're getting massively oversold.
Sold, yeah.
We have a demand zone here, and we actually have a band going straight here. So, if price did come down and wick into this band and then close above, and if we also got one of these W reversals, this would probably hit parameters for me to take a little scalp, maybe on 10x. And then we've got a clear TP.
On a long, yeah.
Yeah. And then we got a cleared TP around the daily open. But obviously we didn't get it, so. But that's just some of the things I use the indicators to look for. Also, like, 3 minute swing, band, demand. That's another thing. Looks kind of nice. One massive wick through to test this and into all the liquidity, and then a close above the band. Yeah, reversal settings. Also, we've got this diamond here and this green dot on the oscillator at the top. Not bad. Probably tested 15-minute swing perfectly. Very nice. Wouldn't be surprised if this does 1.5% quickly. With haste. Sire. GG Elkin, level 1, let's go, bruh. How's Link looking? Oh yeah, MDX, so Max made a video on Link recently. Under 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Ooh. You're in the trenches.
are sitting just above the all-time highs. Sorry about that.
First, I need to look at hourly to get a little idea of what's happening. Link is looking good. So we've got quite an important order block here that we don't want to lose. October Q4 demand zone, nice. Currently holding on to the daily open with a band here. Let's go even more micro. This is in an uptrend on the micro. Low, high, low, high, high, low, I guess. High, low. It's kind of penanting out at the moment. Obviously, I'm just using the lines to show you what it's doing. I wouldn't be surprised to see this reject here, to be honest, and probably test the daily open, maybe even this, although it has been tested. Quite indecisive on Link, actually. I would say that we're obviously up. Like, the chart looks uppy as long as we hold Q4. Daily open would make it even stronger, and we'd probably break through this order block on the second go. But as far as right now, not much of a trade. Possible short. Not really seeing too much on this, if I'm honest. Let's see if there's like a Stuber. Comes in around the daily open. You could try long the daily open, or even this order block down here, but we'd be breaking. Yeah, little bounce going on. There is a little bounce going on, but we're also running into a bit of traffic here. See what the Algo Master says about it. Yeah, so we popped this higher, which is good. Retail stable on demand is super high, and it's actually curling over. Let's go on the hourly of Algo Master. Closed above this high and actually losing it right now. Yeah, you just want to look for a hold of the daily open or Q4. So I'm not sure what you're looking to do with this, but I don't know if I'd long it right here. Yeah, definitely could. Yeah, facts. Yeah, after the craziness, when's FOMC? Let me have a look. Economic calendar.
It's 7 p.m. today, UK
7
time.
p.m. UK. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I probably won't be doing too much trading. Like I said, I've set alerts on levels that I like or things I'm watching. The only thing I'll probably take is like something like a scalp that hits my parameters. maybe like if this was in the band right here. But I'm not too interested. Hopefully we get a 25 basis point cut, and then the market's digested everything it needs to digest. And then yeah, we can just get on our moon shoes. Especially after the
Yeah,
weekly
because
close.
I'm kind of hearing and reading that if we go 0.5, that might be too aggressive, right? That might have signs of like recession and stuff like that, so it might not be good at all.
Yeah, it might spark a little bit of panic in traditional markets, which obviously are very tied to crypto. Um, but yeah, no, I think it'll be alright.
Yeah, I mean, one of those things I'm reading on the Cryptocraft website is the actual less than forecast is good for crypto, right? But yeah, short term, like today, if it would happen, it might cause a panic, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
So, yeah,
this
get the bags ready, get the
get
moon bags ready.
get the moon bags ready. But yeah, usually trading on days like that is just anything can happen. They could cut at 50 and it could pump like on the news and then dump. Like we actually don't really know. Um, so yeah, I'll just stay out of that. 0.5 is the panic cut and mimics the '08 recession perfectly. Yeah, I mean, could do anything though. But yeah, it wouldn't be a great look. I seriously doubt they'll do 0.5. It just wouldn't look good. You're correct, Viking. But you never know. Like if they did 0.5, I mean, it'll probably dump stocks, but crypto might just pump on the news and then dump straight away after. People are like, oh my god, 0.5, buy. Then it just dumps on them. Inauguration. Yeah, so like for example, Trump won, but I'm not gonna believe it until he's actually gets through that inauguration. A lot can happen in 3 months. September '07 and November and September, both points where they. It's totally a mark. Yeah. Let me go back to this. On this. So when did they start cutting rates? Was it July or June, July, October key dates in 2007, and then maybe into early 2008, September '07. Okay. So they started cutting rates down here, and then we got that exit pump, and then just went dong. Yeah, so that's what I mean. Like, if they did a panic rate cut here, it could just go straight down. But I seriously doubt they're going to do that. I just keep rolling out the 25s this month and December, and then probably leave it there for a little bit until Trump fires Gensler. You're fired, Kamala. Think is going, is it? What are you on? The 1 second chart? 3-minute buy. Boom. Is that on Algo Master? Not yet. Maybe on Trendmaster. How did that even? I guess it printed here to there. Some weird bullish divergence. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about with the bands and like a rule-based strategy. So first touch into the band, W reversal on demand zone, very, very good. Green dot, which is confirmation here. A retest and a close above the band, and then this is probably where you take your trade. We even got some bullish divergence to further confirm. And a little scalp. What was that? Probably like 0. Yeah, 4. Up to here. You need to crank up that leverage though if you're doing that sort of shit. Only if you're a good trader though.
Yeah, I guess it takes time to actually catch those W formations.
Yeah, definitely experience, because there's quite a lot of nuances to it. Obviously, like trading, there's no just one rule for every chart. It's quite nuanced. And so the more you do things, the more you go, okay, I took the trade here, what went wrong, and stuff. Like, a lot of actually, a really good thing to do is journal. I know a lot of people say, like, oh, it's a bit long, but it's actually really helpful for just checking your ego and seeing where you went wrong on your trades and reflecting on it really well.
Yeah, that's one thing which I'm not good at yet.
Viking. I was talking about that earlier. Overlapping supply and demand. I talked about the 1 hour and the 4 hour, and it's super good. It's so powerful. But even when you get like printed overlapping like here, it's just like that's beautiful right there. This little sliver, especially on the retest. You got this. You got this the first time. It's just lovely. We love it. We love to see it. We love to see the indicators moving like that.
Yeah, see those overlapping ones, that initially that cause a lot of confusion because you're kind of looking at like the whole thing and you're trying to figure out where is one, where is the other one. But yeah, I think yeah, it's more kind of like a stronger area, right?
Yeah. It's just double the strength.
Yeah.
But you can actually see the
Okay.
strength if you turn on the advanced. Oh, 12%. That's crazy. Wait, what? Can't even see that one. I don't like having it on though. I don't really need to know the percentage of volume or whatever. Put advanced mode on and you'll see the values. Oh yeah, yeah. Let's go on a higher time frame and have a look. 3.19%, 5.21%. Oh shit. What about the daily? Up. Yeah, the visual volume is really significant on low time rate. Also, you should try Algo Master with the order flow bands on even low time frame. Yeah, I think I have it on this. No, I don't. I have the old ones on. The reason why I don't have Algo Master on mine, Viking, is because I like to separate them. So for example, this is my new setup. I like to look at like a naked chart first, because if I just have this on like the whole time, which I had it actually have it on this one, this is just giving me a seizure already. It's just a bit too much, and I can't turn. I guess I can go into the settings and turn the bands off, but it's a bit long, like that. But these autoflow bands are actually really good. To be honest, I might rejig this one so I can have the autoflow bands and Algo Master on the same one. I quite like looking at Algo Master just plain straight off the rip, because then you can be like, oh, okay, area of interest, and then it's the same on the hourly, and I'm like, okay, here's the interesting order block, here's the demand zone, where's the band? Oh, what do you know? No, dominance has been used that here. Ah, that's very interesting. Sick. That's lit, man. I'm excited for that. So yeah, anyone else? Any questions? Any charts? Anyone else? Anything's looking at? Or maybe a word from our sponsor, Daddy Crocs.
Daddy Crocs. Yeah, I'm actually just about to step out of the house here in a minute, but I think we'll probably just see some
Stagnation.
Yeah, I mean, we're still looking good. We're in price discovery, which is good. If you're looking at the spot price, like Bitcoin USDT, the number one, I mean, the level is 73K. That's just the way it is. The perpetuals, there's a little bit of a back and forth on the actual level, just because there was a shit ton of slippage in that 4 hour. But I think the spot's more accurate, which is just pinned at 73K.
Yeah,
currently.
so this is what I got drawn on right now. I've got the Stuber, and this orange line is the daily all-time high swing. That's all I've got. That's just what I'm looking for at the moment.
Yeah.
So if we do come down to there, I'll take a little long.
Yeah, I'm more interested too in like looking at the CME chart for the break. I think on the CME the level's like 74.4 or just 74K, which wouldn't surprise me if they start breaking that. Then I would say then you're going to see probably, if I had to make a guess, somewhere around a 3 to 4% down move if they lose that previous all-time high structure, just to retest like Q2 and monthly and shit. But
Yeah,
until that anything like that happens, it looks good. There's still liquidity above us. In the Bitcoin chat earlier, Chris Zencoiner, Trader Chris, he posted the liquidity pool, and there's decent liquidity straight to 80K, and then it thins in a very small spot and continues to 83K. So there's a lot of layered in shorts because they're trying to build the short book back. Like in the order book, all of the shorts got completely blown out because
yeah,
we're at new all-time highs.
yeah.
But there's still old short liquidity there because it's low leverage, and that extends all the way to 83 right now in any kind of like significant form.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's what I'm thinking as well. No reason to think down.
Not yet, no.
Nope. Not yet.
Yeah.
This thing's
Plus,
just
I mean,
sending. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. No, and I think something that people don't take into consideration is miners, because I know it's a nuanced to kind of hard thing to understand because it's very crypto specific.
Yeah.
But you have to think, with the current price of Bitcoin and the halving that we just was just a couple of months ago, that most miners are actually operating at a net loss based off the current price of Bitcoin. that's the defeat that we have with Bitcoin, is that it has the halving as a stopgap against the advancements of technology, right? So it makes it harder to mine over time.
Mm.
And that's why effectively a big reason why the price goes up. And we've been miners have been underwater for, I think, Crypto Poly posted this chart, and I've been looking at this as well in the Bitcoin chat. But yeah, in periods where they're trading underneath the average cost, where the price is trading underneath the cost, like, it doesn't last forever. And even now, right, since the halving, you saw a record increase in the costs, and we're at levels like time period of miners operating at a loss is like one of the highest or one of the longest continuous periods I think ever
Yeah.
in any kind of like significant cycle over the last 3 cycles. So I think it's a matter of time, because the price has to go higher now. Otherwise, the incentive to operate a loss for miners is not there.
That makes a
And
lot of sense, to be fair, because we've actually had a
yeah,
massive, like, probably the longest, like, consolidation phase up here. What, since April or whatever? And
yeah.
yeah, this whole time, you're right. They've been operating at a loss. So when it does probably get 101, what's the break even price then? Do you know? It's like 100,
Currently, I don't. I'm assuming. Well, I'm assuming we're in break even price right now,
for
or at
miners.
least
Oh,
if
okay.
not, or close to it. Like, I would assume that it's probably just somewhere just north of us, like 80K. But considering that the expansion from last cycle showed, mildly what we could expect, I think 6 figures is the short, like the low end of what I'd expect right now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. And that's the glory of a deflationary asset. So it's a time based, if you got the balls to hold at this point, because ETFs, I mean, what do they do? Like four plus billion in volume on the announcement that Trump won,
Yeah, it's crazy.
which is not to be taken lightly.
Yeah, that's crazy volume.
It'll be interesting to see what the treasuries post today, because I'm assuming they're just full sending. Actually, what am I talking about? We have an indicator for that. I'm so dumb sometimes. It's like
We
my
have an
ETF fund
indicator
balance
for
volume.
everything.
Yeah,
Where's the
yeah.
where's the
This
Kramer indicator?
no, God, the inverse Kramer index. Yeah, so we're seeing a good spike here, but I mean, if we're gonna have a failure, it's gonna happen like right here. I would say between here and like 75.5, I would argue is on spot. I think on perps it's somewhere around 75.7. Like between here 75.6, basically between here and the daily. If we are going to experience a failure, I'd expect it to happen there. Um, and I don't expect it to break stuff. Like, we're up only until 67.2 is lost, and then we're going to like 61.
Yeah.
That's kind of my outlook on it, because that's what you'd have to lose to break the upside trend at this point. And lucky for us, the world's full of degens, and I'm assuming there's quite a bit of short still.
Yeah, there is. It's tapering off a
Yeah,
little bit, but
yeah, there's some long stepping in this morning, so that's kind of giving me thinking, like, okay, if we're gonna see an upside failure, it'll happen between here and the daily open to push a bit lower, because we're also seeing the cap rotation. I
yeah,
believe. Yeah, cap rotation. I mean, look at dominance. Like,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
seeing the full cap rotation right now.
We had a look at that straight off the rip. It's nice. It's nice to see. It's very, very nice to see.
Yeah.
Enjoying it. I was enjoying the BBC Tears last night as well.
Yeah, I watched that this morning just for the lulz and all, like, the compilation videos of like the screeching and we're all gonna die. I had like one which was really funny. It was like, unattractive middle-aged woman screaming about how they're going to force her to have children. And I'm like, lady, this is not a Handmaid's Tale. Like, you need to calm the fuck down and take your Prozac or something. Like,
Yeah, that's too funny.
I don't know. I just look at that stuff and I'm just like, wow, bring back insane asylums. Like, really? I mean,
Yeah, we're
it's just,
regressing as a society.
oh yeah. but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm excited, of course, because there's an actual chance of course correction without like collapse now. I think if Kamala was in, there was like zero chance of course correction without like severe social or economic collapse. And now there's like a significant possibility that it could happen, that we could actually course correct, without everything falling apart.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah. But I mean, again, it's like they're running campaigns, and I'm more, I don't really care what they say. I care about what they do.
Mm-hmm. For sure, for sure. So yeah, no, I think that's it for me. Hour and 15. Special guest appearance. Oh, I didn't upload the stream from Tuesday. Completely forgot. Fotis.
Yeah, we could really also, just a little thing. I know I was saying that if we fail here between daily open, very simply, if we gain the daily open, likely that we get another push into short liquidity.
Yeah.
It's not impossible at all. It's just it's losing the local low here that starts to flip things a bit. And like I said, I mean, I'm playing the macro at this point. I don't recommend anyone stepping in front of anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's my suggestion. Yeah.
Hi guys, just listening into your conversation. You mentioned my name.
Yeah, I was going to just say, if you need any further help with the indicators, be happy to give you a little rundown, or make sure you watch the indicator videos first and then jump into the MDX indicators.
I mean, I don't know if where I can get some help on. I've set up some auto trades, using the Wonder Trading app. So one thing I didn't understand, when you press start, it gives you the option to start long, start short, or automate.